A remittance person and said, look, a person who does remittances, look, I need to move 5 million. How can you move US dollars? Yes. Look, you can't live to enjoy that money.
Operation Recover.
You will not enjoy that money. And I'm glad that, you see, people said they don't know what came over President Mahama when he came to my constituency during his nationwide tour. When he came to my constituency, that day, he dropped a lot of bombs. That's the day he told Baumia he won't debate him because he knows his level. Yeah. That same day, for the first time, and that was the only time in 276 conferences, President Mahama mentioned names of people who have questions to answer. Let your crew take the tape. He did 3 places in my conference. He did Ningo, did Pram Pram, and Afia. Your crew was there. They should give you the clip from Pram Pram. You will hear President Mahama. He said, President Akufo-Addo, for 8 years, I have been a former president. I lived in Ghana. I didn't live outside the country. So if there was any prosecution or any questions you had to ask of me, I was here. Yeah. You will not go and live in the south of France. Thank you. That mansion that has been built in the south of France will remain uninhabited. President Akufo-Addo must stay in Ghana to answer questions. President Mahama went ahead to mention Gabriel Tridaku as someone who needs to answer questions.
Absolutely.
Mention Ken Ofori-Atta as someone who needs to answer questions. Mention the one who suffered stroke in the UN. Yes. I said, take the clip from my constituency, Pram Pram, and play it. Let your production go to President Mahama's visit to Pram Pram, to my constituency. Not the first location in Ningo, the second place in Pram Pram. When it was raining, he mentioned the names. These people have questions, and not just them. Others will have questions to answer. You ask yourself, why today the board chairman of ECG, who doubles as the leader of the mini minority in parliament, is seeking to pay a company of almost 270 million Ghana cedis in this last minute?
Well, the information minister says what's happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know the name. D sexy D Ren Papa Ghana. We nyadia meche. We me bone papa tipa na eja. Ma sorry so. I've heard about videos be a man for be a year. Asemina efa eye ora Muntaka. Without a year wasting your time. Any a year time. Yemkoni nkutie ensemwa Ghana foni bi ekafa eye ora Muntaka. Na meba enkomono ni nyina wa hase. Yedi ni nyina no yedi be hyehyehye so kama yenti nkomono bi.
Na wa mo fa police fo ewura Muntaka ti ho. Yewura Muntaka na wo Muntaka dia wo tia na ne dia me ka get at Joseph. So Muntaka so we nim no want to do wo mayi. No woman in Palana about 220 CDC now. What's the one now? Side recruitment, what immigration, fire service, any police, who you are to Locano. So I want to about here and yo. Who would be a yo? What I am telling you, what I am telling you, aptitude because me can't be a TNDC. What are you? We are so
in somewhere cost on the dear. Killer, I know a shoe. TB.
Kwame Tinka Biamoko. Baby Didi. Ibi Buada. Ibi are fine. Ibi so who chum. Who to Wankasa who and Koyama. Umugabi enkoye manso nka hope.
Oh, Jehovah Nisi, ladies and gentlemen. Muntaka ena ne ho aba asem. Enti mensem remensa adage no quickly. Mami yentie Muntaka. The NDC party foot soldiers are very disappointed in Muntaka. And I think I agree with NDC party foot soldiers who are disappointed in Muntaka. Zigma, welcome. I agree totally with every NDC foot soldier. I was yet disappointed in Muntaka. I know, sir, there are some journalists who are trying to defend Muntaka. I've seen some videos about some journalists, NDC people, journalists for NDC, trying to defend Muntaka and say it is not the fault of Muntaka and that we should not blame Muntaka and that yes, we should go and blame MPP because MPP now causing all these problems and all this trouble. I've seen the videos. I've read some of some journalists they are also saying the same thing I make actually. But let me be honest to Ghanaians. When MPP ever power, no, many of us stood against them because we knew they were failures and they have destroyed Ghana's economy. And that is the more reason why Ghanaians voted massively for the NDC. So we have gone past the stage of excuses and trying to always blame MPP. If you think MPP for a bibina and send fatane a go against the constitution of Ghana, not sebio a criminal, the people who are there, arrest them, prosecute them, jail them, take our monies for us, period. But ya pass our time no manfoni bibeba bejina say ye jandam e de ama Muntaka mo for their laziness. Oh yes, for their laziness. We voted for them to fix the problem, and also jail the corrupt politicians, put them into prison, and recover all our loot. Today they recover all our loot. No? Operation recover all loot. No, I've done it. Operation they reward all looters. Now, listen to Muntaka talking. Listen to him.
All of us know you want to get a professional police officer. You want to get a professional immigration officer. You just don't want any person who will go in. I mean, I'm sorry to say this. We are having a challenge with people with mental issues in the service. You have people with drug issues in the service. All these things are things that you use, and through that, some people will fall along the way to enable you get, someone said, about the best of best.
So this is Muntaka trying to tell the NDC followers, "Mabon tipon koso, inti enya dia yebe famo." That's the gospel truth. Muntaka is telling the NDC party members, he say, "Mo de mo mabon, ye famo a enye ye, ye mo adwuma a enye ye, na ye pe the best of the best." Ha! All right, it is as a good kwaba. Oh, Ghana politicians, they don't learn. Hey, Ghana politicians, no. Oh, Ghana politicians, they don't learn. Hey, Muntaka, the end of some of Ghana politicians, no. Hey, Okache Ghana, NDC for no. Ye Muntaka catch them. Just say, mabon, ye famwa enye ye. Iti the best ne say, I see a kofa omo ma ben. Na ye do mo ko police service ni. Hey. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe mo wetie ensem bi wo wankasa waso. More TNCM. And somebody there also. I'll take my time. I will play the news for you. Then you will listen. And now, also, I guess I will draw a conclusion. Now, listen to some of and Semnoa Ghana for the Bibrinoa, Kafa, Ora Muntaka. Yinti, same way, so that at least you can also draw your conclusion. Efa Muntaka. Now, listen to this.
And now one more for police for they were Muntaka to walk. Yeah, we are Muntaka, they won't see them. And then they can't get that chosen. So Muntaka, so we no one to 2 1 year. No one, Palana, Papa Church, 220 cities now. What you want now? Child recruitment, both immigration, fire service, any police, who are Metrocano. So I want to about here and do so. What I am telling you, what I am telling you, aptitude. Because me come here, TNDC, how were you? We have suffered for NDC. I want to enjoy it. Look at the position of Muntaka set up. The IGP is not happy with you. All the heads they are not happy, including the police. Police follow, they are angry with you, Muntaka. If you don't know, I'm telling you today.
And someone led in a bimu at 200. Now, you see, I have always said, I am not the ordinary Ghanaian. Me ba ebeye politics foolishly defend lazy politicians. I don't do those politics. In fact, my pass out politics no. I don't do politics because it is NDC. Not say NDC. Minister B, MPB, Sebio, or you sooner dreaming to win creative jobs for the youth. Then I will come, Papa Ghana, Dr. Ren, then I will come and defend. No. My allegiance is to red, gold, green, black star Ghana. Period. Not to individual. I don't owe any individual. Be said, I have to come and worship an individual. Never. No. So, let's be honest here. When you hear any Ghanaian politician or any Ghanaian journalist telling you, say, don't blame Muntaka, blame MPP, that journalist is a fool. I'm not going to mess you anywhere. So, when you hear journalists telling you, say, Muntaka is not the issue. So, who is the issue then? Muntaka is the interior minister. The way he speaks to the people, and some fata. Today they are in power. He's a minister, so they look down upon the people, the grassroots. And you get journalists telling them, so we should go and blame MPP. No more excuses. So the days of excuses is far gone. If you think MPP did something wrong, arrest them, jail them, imprison them, recover our monies, period. And if you think, say, Muntaka is also not working, sack him and replace him immediately. This kind of giving excuses and trying to, romance some of these politicians and make them look like they are demigod. No, I'm sorry. Not to some of us. Not to me. AKA Papa Ghana. Not to me. Never. That's why I'm called Ghana, Papa Ghana. Look, what is the issue? And what is the problem? Now, permit me to just read to you all these and somewhere about Betoja. And then you will get the understanding of what Muntaka, to me, he must be sacked. If you go and read my 2025, I said that the president should reshuffle Muntaka. Now, Onfa Obiti said, Commander Kofi Boachi as Ghana's interior minister. No, on reshuffle Muntaka and come Ministry of Environment. I have said it last year. Because Muntaka cannot do the job. He's been compromised. Is it not Muntaka that went to a friend and saying, Kaswa, Eko Ka said, as for Kaswa, Obienua were tutu, and there was nothing wrong with a abatu a course work kaswa. To Onua Kasani NDC MP. NDC MP ni bufu ye. Says she has not been consulted or contacted by Muntaka. Is it not the same Muntaka that was kicked out from the leadership of a NDC in parliament with Haruna Idrisu? So why give such people a sensitive position? Why? JM is not ready. I'm sorry. People are trying to defend the incompetence of some members of this government. But not me, Papa Ghana, who stands for the truth and support Ghanaians. Mean to mean defend it. Look, it is a lazy thinker who will tell you, say, yeah, kofa police service, immigration, customs. Nemo no, enkofo no a ye pe wo no, omo ye 5,000. And over 500,000. And I apply. If you know, say, open 5,000. Na nipa 500,000 and I apply. It means that in the first place, you have an interior minister who is a sham or a thief. And I will explain to you. It means the minister is a thief, or he's a sham, or he doesn't know what he's doing. Let me explain. If you open the window for people to apply, now amount for do 5,000. What do? You close the window because they are washing one saka. It's just like saying I'm going to a Sarkodia event. Born no Albert Hall. I will say Albert Hall for 5,200. The moment you reach the 5,200, it is sold out. The event is what? Sold out. Because any event capacity more than the 5,200. So the moment you still sell ticket beyond the capacity, that means you are a thief. Muntaka, in this sense, he's a thief. Charging Ghanaians when he knows he needs only 5,000. He's a thief. Tell him he's a thief. Unfortunately, he's my good friend. Every now and then we text each other. We WhatsApp each other. When NDC was in opposition, I was sending him information. He will respond. Back and forth, very active. Somebody say, what about previous ministers? That is where some of you people, your mind is sick. Previous ministers are there. They have erred. Why don't you go and arrest them and charge them and sentence them? Are they above the law? Why Jimmy too much? If previous ministers, why should you should arrest them and jail them and punish them? Sure. Some of us, we are not here to worship ministers and MPs. So they are not more than any of you people watching me. They are not better than you people. Understand this. These people are not demigods. We sat in the classrooms with some of these people. In fact, many of them were not even brilliant. You voted this MPP out. For over 1 year, you are still giving excuses to the people. Or see, Kwasiato, you sit in a broad cleaning toilet and you insult your leader. If I clean toilet, does it take away my humanness or my human being? Some people are so stupid and foolish. No wonder these people, politicians, will use them. And then they will go to Techiman, and then they will fire guns, and then they will kill them because they are political slaves. He thinks telling me that I clean toilet will make me inferior. Hey, you are a joker because I come from the country that you come from, which 80% of the entire nation are poor. Or you don't know? 80% cannot feed themselves in the country that you and I come from. So you are just a stupid fool. An idiot. As a matter of fact, an imbecile. Huh. We have done this thing on this platform for almost 9 good years. Huh. We just don't talk. Oh. We meet people face to face, both MPP and NDC. Huh. Ladies and gentlemen, let me continue. Let me continue. Ha! Can you imagine how this minister is robbing the poor people? Collecting 1,500 Ghana cedis for them. So, medicals. And people applied, paid money. You guys, are you okay? Are you guys okay? Because you think you are NDC member. So even if the minister is fooling, you must sing hallelujah, praise the Lord. That is not me, Dr. Ren. That is not me. Because we have come to the understanding to know that we are not going to join fools to misbehave to our motherland, Ghana. And I will speak the truth. Listen to this minister. That we only need 5,000 Ghanaians. Huh? We only need 5,000 people. And that we cannot, recruit more than 5,000. But the people that bought the forms, those applicants, you collected them their money. You collected their monies. Are you going to refund their monies to them? Huh? Are you going to refund their monies? If somebody wants to join police, someone is looking for employment and you are charging the person, you are a thief. You are a thief. You are not far from Atai, the armed robber. Whether if it is NDC, MPP, Kiki, PP, LPP, it is foolishness to charge people who are looking for job. It is the foundation of training them to become corrupt people. Because if you charge me, Kwabena Meni Ampong, and I become a police officer, I will make sure I will make back my money. Whether hook or crook. And these people say they want to reset the nation Ghana. Their reset is a sham. I'm saying it here. If this is the reset, then it is the biggest sham. I know what the MPP did to Ghana. That is why I campaigned against them. That is why I started Fix the Country movement with only few people. We were not more than 10 when we started Fix the Country. The first demonstration in Spain, I was very instrumental. We started the Fix the Country in Spain before it went viral everywhere. But foolish political slaves will always worship their political masters, not me. I always say, if MP Pimpo Achitidie metutu omo then how much more NDC? NDC is not any, all that they need is hot water in Sioshia. Tell me, if you want to reset something, And so quite the same thing that done yana. Huh? And so quite the same thing that done yana. If you want to reset, you do things differently. You promise 24-hour economy. So you want to employ 5,000. What happened to the 24-hour economy? What happened to the 24-hour economy? Because the 24-hour economy says that if you need 5,000 people, it will be times 3. So why not 15,000? So some will go in the morning, afternoon, and then evening. Huh? It will sell. So why are you stealing from the poor people? Why are you stealing from the poor NDC people who suffered and cried? You say you want to do 24-hour economy. So you need 5,000. You said, oh, 5,000. And if you need 5,000, then let's multiply it by 3. Huh? So foolish people with lazy thinking ability. Lazy thinking ability. It's just like the cocoa problem. That you see NDC and MPP, oh, cocoa, I see a Tony say, because majority of them are lazy thinkers. And today, no wonder the NDC people are lambasting him and bashing him. Because he's a lazy thinker. He's a lazy thinker. Such people should not be ministers. This guy, he should not be a minister. But the fools will praise him. They will say, Allahu Akbar. Inshallah. They will give him all the accolades. Is it not this man that allowed his daughter to vote? This guy allowed his daughter to vote. It was against the laws of the country. This man allowed his daughter to vote. And John Mahama still appointed him as a minister. In any civilized country that men and women are thinkers, he will never ever have a chance to be a minister. But the foolish ones will be here to praise him because his name is Muntaka, the kebab man. They will praise him. Look, we need to start giving ministerial position to thinkers and people who can solve the problems, not talkatives. Not talkatives. We know our problems already. Don't come and tell us the problems again. The people need solutions. They need jobs. And you promise them jobs. So before you came to power, what were you thinking? You could not even hire people who are PhD holders, researchers, to research and find solution so that immediately you come into power, you hit the ground running. These people are lazy thinkers. Very, very lazy. Full of excuses. Now let me tell you something. It is true, yes, that the previous government messed things up. No lie. But over a year, we cannot go on, or we cannot still be giving the same excuses. We must fix it. That is what the youth are expecting. When the youth is hungry, he does not know about, hey, go and blame NPPO. No. The youth needs job. So what do you do as a minister? You said you need 5,000, but 500,000 people, and it's a lie, because even his calculation, the calculation that he's giving us is a lie. But I don't want to go into the numbers today. I don't want to go into the numbers because it's a lie. To just get that 500,000 number, it's a lie, but I don't want to go into it. Look, what do you do as a minister? You find ways and avenues to absorb the other numbers. This thing, I said it 12 years ago. I said this thing 12 years ago. In fact, it was even more than 12 years ago. I said the education system that the NDC came to give us, the JSS, and then Kufuor also came and also continued and did us back and forth with Atamels, is a problem. Because when the child finished JSS, now one to us one call SSR, DNA system ni yemasa akwadaa no. Oh, ye drop out no. When timi anko SS no. Na so ko SS no so na when timi anko university a DNA system ni yema sa mabru ni mabaawa no. Inti uba abrochire, you have leaders who are thinkers. Inti onim se no akwadaa bia na betimi akọ college. Enye akwadaa bia and the betimi akọ a friend is saying university. Into they make avenues, they create certain institutions to absorb the numbers and to mean college, and to mean polytechnics, and to mean universities. You created the mawom. And one of the things that you usually created the buawom through the military, the interior, friends, the armed forces, the police, the immigration, the SEPs. Because I don't know, it is an institution already, it has the structure, and that structure can give training and skills to those people who are dropped out. It is a kro na enyansafo timua na Muntaka onimu nyansentino or say 5,000 a mepe and no pen a buy betimi atua omoka into 500,000 de nim de metimi de ayama wo because MPP am provide hwe intimi nso mi ni hwe wajimi onimu nyansa into ntimi provide because leaders make way where there seems to be no way. You are paid to think, create, make avenues for the people. For that child that was 13 to 15, leadership. Akrano 18 to 22, leadership. You are not making way. You are shouting. You are screaming. You have failed. Get out from the office and let somebody come there. Get out. You don't deserve to be the interior minister. That's it. What can you do as a minister? It's very simple. Quickly. Over 495,000 people. Immediately, you have an institution called the Ghana Armed Forces. We have inside the Ghana Armed Forces, Yewo omo ayefre womo 48 engineering regiment. 48 engineering regiment. Dear Ghana, ye here are skills. Majority of our people don't have the skills. That is the reason why they suffer. Because the educational system is more theoretical, theory. So people always think that, let me go to university, finish and come and get a white-collar job. We are not training the people to be creators of their own destiny. We are not creating people to become inventors to give us the necessary things that will support our day-to-day life in Ghana. So as a minister, what do you do? What do you do as a minister? Quickly. Pardon me. 400 and something thousand, no. One pay bibia moma nya, they will become dropout. Many of them will become armed robbers. Many of them will become what? Ashawo people. Many of them will become what? A friend is saying, Adia ebeha or mino. E dear say will pay bibi more moye. The other palm say omuni insanu juma. So whether they like it or not, 5,000 now ususu say why dreamono omoye the best for you to employ them or recruit them, you know. One more your best, and they lack something, your skills. So give them the skills. Train them for 6 months. Train them for 8 months. Within that training, you know, you must ensure, say, these are the people that some of them will become carpenters to build chairs and desks for the schools under trees in our villages, so that we don't go and import chairs and what? Pay with a hard currency to help aid somebody's economy, because that is what momoye. Because the easy way in this minister there, yenko brochiri yenko po bina oye bibina eja yemenya 10% be. No, you must stop that. Use that 400 and something thousand no munye jumano. Equip them with skills. Some of these people must go into the carpentry. Some of these people must go into the plumbing. Some of these people must go into the construction of our roads. Some of them must go into the telecommunication. Some of them must go into the AI system. You must equip the people with skills. And when they are going, I will equip them with skills. No, so the normal recruiter, no 1,000. Or mobile day, you give them allowances because you are aiding them learn something, and it must be by force. Because we have a system where majority of the people will lack the skills. As simple as that. Now you see, I will read to you a classified document. Me read abeka say a declassified. Me be chaw kwan ya UK enye sika. Maka jo say me watchman e wo UK. Enti eba eye security ho nsem a watchman no minim bebre pa. Enti yenko kenkan. For the first time, meboa na makenkan bi di amount. Enye senka me kenkan ma, but for the first time, Ghana nti mekenkan. Me babe kinkai British Army. Now, me mau the mamini kai mau the declassified document. Me wia na ma mau the mami mau me fa the declassified document. We are there. I say the declassified. Me wa so declassified. Me baba be mau the information. Now, tiwa. I say exclusive. British Army earns money recruiting police for Singapore. A crow or Jenny or yet tinker. What Jenny or say British Army never won. Oh, a cronim one a Jumana and woman. No, they go beyond that. A generating revenue. A boa. Funded the armed forces. Into the end, or say British Army earns money recruiting police for Singapore. And watch in a bizarre colonial era scheme. Now, or say the British Army has received nearly £1 million from Singapore to recruit police officers for the what? Repressive Southeast Asian city-state. These are declassified documents. Now you see, when you have a society where the leaders are lazy and they don't think and they don't reason, there's always unemployment. And the saddest thing is, it's not as if the country is a developed country. It is underdeveloped. In Tubadri say a kura underdeveloped there. Ada na nkofo nya adwuma enye because oba abroche na ye develop no a man for to me adwuma mpo ye warehouse nnwuma cleaning nnwuma na bia o professional teacher ana o nurse ana say bia o banker ana say bia o architect ana say adwuma no wo ho adwuma no a human mind and ye create so that people can go into those fields. No woman ye be aye de aye. Adwuma ni mfiri Nyankopon ho emma bontene emma asase so. Nti wo take white collar job no a mind obroni no ana wansusu se ese me bi adwuma. Nti for example, me ma example. Obi ya abrewa. Ontumi nkomma. Nti obi ya obi a obehwe ne so. Nti wo say bibi the carer. Go and care for the person. Na yentua woka. It's common sensical. But ansa na bekwa care na yentua woka no. Ese me ma ontitiye. Ese me ma ode entitiye. Knowledge, information, ekwanya ode behwe nipa koro no. Eno no ode ba bekfre no education. But you see, yempanyimfo no. Eye tipon koso. They want the easy way. Easy way ni saying. Ye yankunya ene ye yanko America. Na yempe party member bi. No nko krankunya mra. No one jine 10%. Ye die no. But meanwhile ye wo timber ewo Ghana. Enti adentina yemfa mebunu ne maba wano. They like a woodwork. Obi wa ope woodwork. He loves to do things with a wood or a joiner or pe adia ye join it together. Yen tete sa nipa. Nti ade na ye timba no. Yen konkotwa. Ni yen tete mebunu ne maba we no mo nya decks for fair chairs kama and fan supply the whole Ghana schools ni nyina. Na se ye supply ni nyina area obebusa say na him fan so there is war going on in Somalia. There is war going on in Sudan. Negotiate with them and send some of the chairs and decks, Fakoho, nenya foreign revenue. Enya Hong Kong, Liberia, Nigeria, the market, eson, ewo Africa. Ubetimi, I'm making more money for your people. I am paying for them pesa. Because unemployment, they feed on the unemployment. You're paying for any day. They feed on unemployment. Many workers say, Burkina Faso for nano, befa enyoma free Ghana habo. De ko Burkina Faso, and I'm say yakwa papentino. They spend 3 months and de carry sa enyoma na de ko Burkina Faso. Uye kura, uwo enyansafuo wo muwa. You have the basalt rock ever Volta region. You have the rocks ever the northern region. Why don't you find people to educate our people? Help them with the skills. Na yentiminya railways no everything metallic. It comes from a rock. It goes through a process. And intina gold here damikomi. Gold here damikomi. Na ye boba. But it went through a process, and that process, and then they immediately to me come where shine. So I don't go and just pay for the rock. Now I have paid for an art. I have paid for a blacksman. I have paid for somebody's handwork. It will cost more. Why don't we create railways from Temahabo all the way to Burkina Faso? Let's talk to Ibrahim Traore. You need our harbor because you don't have a sea at your place. What the and we sea ni be into ships ne bar ebegu Temahabo noa. You need to transport your items and equipment to your country. Person de build uranium factories, your gold factories, your whatever factories. And then the young do a strike a deal. Said Ghana can pay for 40% of the railways. Muntia 60% in Famaye. Niyam building a railways to that place. Job creation. We are trained the people become train drivers. People that will work and will train them. It's commonsensical. The natural resources, you have it. You don't need to go and import the natural resource. But Muntaka Beka say, ope 5,000 per when you pen to me. And you want to me, Enti party full soldiers momfa mutin ko wo form because ntimi create job mamo. You see, lazy thinkers, they are not thinking. Lazy thinking. Let me tell you something. Okay? The first occupation on earth is agriculture. The agric industry alone, and you see war air course war Iran, mewa. As a Ghanaian, you should be happy. But in Ghana, war air course war Iran, no, the Ghanaian is rather worried because fuel war because for lack of knowledge, my people perish. Was in him dear me mind only tino me mind for ne bread. Lack of knowledge, no. Knowledge is information. Unia, you will suffer. Edian ye use edi kuntokwa ewo eye Iran. Say nuclear bomb and I wouldn't mean ya. There are other things you can create and also sell. Who would you know got free he? A tune I would training with defense and would free he. Have you forgotten some natural resources near the year who will be wokromwana? Why don't you educate the people, the masses, the many, the hundreds of thousands, the millions of people who don't have the skills? We can help. We can help. We can help our country progress. But yaba, your money ding. Example, Ura Thomas Okwa Disado College. Fiber optic man, momani ye ding, ekoriyechi owuye. Owuye. Example, Kantanka, owuye. Moye Alexa, Kantanka, no aye Alexa dada. And someone respect it. For lack of knowledge, these people will perish. And the fools will defend them. The political slaves will defend them. And then they will attack me, the liberator, the illuminator. They will attack me because they don't understand. Just like when Nkrumah was building Akosombo Dam, not many people understood what Nkrumah was doing. Just like when Nkrumah was building Temamoto Way, not many people understood. In fact, when Nkrumah was building the dry dock at Temahabo, Buzia and Co. did not understand. About the swimming pool, meaning no fear, and then swimming pool, Agbochon. It was a place where the ship will come. Na ya see, na asa at one geniso. But look, you can't even build boats. But boats, you go to Elimina, the people use wood to do it. Just add knowledge to them to give you a modernized fiber optic boats. The natural resources are there. That is why I've told you, say, the best education we can give to Ghanaians is natural resource education. Forget any other education. Forget any other education. Give your people the natural resource education, where they will understand the usages of the natural resources, where they will understand the value addition of the natural resources. Because it is the natural resources that brings the money. It is the natural resource that brings the money. If Ghana forces a friend is iron rods, if Rabruchre Ababesi Daya, iron rods, all iron ore, no, ye will be brave, Ghana. Ye will basalt rocks, Volta region, bebre. Okod northern region, Abuo bebre. It goes through a process. Now, be a rod, iron rod. Tema Steel Company will. So, why should people be at the nipa fighting when those days your papa will be joining armed forces? They didn't pay to join armed forces. When our uncles joined armed forces, they did not pay when they were joining police service. I know some of the police service women and ladies in the United Kingdom, those that joined in the 70s, they never paid a dime to join Ghana police service. But today you have to pay. We have failed. The brain is not working. Oh, forgive my French. Sometimes it's hard, but we have to tell our people. Look, here, in Kruma de Adebi by Ekufu de by no betu din, a year friend is saying one village, one dam. You are looking for workers. And we have northern region. And Kofoko Burkina Faso, Eko cra tomatoes. Emomu yeko attack worm. Why don't you use these numbers to build a village, to build the dams? You go into a year, friend is saying, state a year, a friend is farming. Tomatoes, no, the United Kingdom, they need it. Tell them it is organic. Use organic a year means. Now export tomatoes no by UK. UK, woman in your mabebe. Even if any food don't be declared, it goes to mechanized system. Ours don't need to go through the mechanized system to a brody baby, a brody fifi. In UK, if you want to plant corn, it has to go to a mechanized system. And yes, sir, corn no fifi, only sunshine. Sunshine is God. And the mayinya and photosynthesis. Uko school so science. And we have it in abundance. Entadia police for Eshe. Why in the Pamuma war? Entadia Ghana Armed Forces for Eshe. Why in the Pamuma war? These are job creation for the people. You crap because politicians need penny cut. Obekwa crap boot. Near the taxpayers' money, I cram poboa Ghana ni beshe. Yen Jimmy ye. Yen yankwasia. Kachire me na me mpachew. Abra in 1961 na Holland Dutch mark for a Dutch mark for no mo betom poboa e man kwada hyeko school in 1961 under Kwame Nkrumah emre a mo bi Kumasi shoe factory ni ye tom poboa wa ha. So sometimes you can't say no. It's not because I hate Muntaka. It's not because me time MPP or me time NDC. But you see, me Jimmy Crown, me no mutina classroom. They were not better than me. Sabio, me ni be Crown. We are all Ghanaians. And we want the nation to prosper. Ni emfanye too known. Yemfenga yenum. And other countries say, yes, indeed. Truly, the black man is capable managing his or her own affairs. That's all. Ye penimonyama ma ye mind Ghana. If I want fame, I told one of my classmates today, and many of you people are if I want fame, the easier way for me to be popular on earth is to do puno. Me diche. And my name will go viral. And I'll still get money if I want fame. But I'm trying to tell you, this is not fame. This is about life and death. So when we come here, we are talking. Now, once I'm a team, I'm a tower paper. And yes, it's because I know the number of phone calls I get from my village. I know the number of people who 3 square meals a day, a day. But why should it be so when we have Afenya land? Why should it be so when we have the Oti region? As a supply the entire nation with food. Why should it be so? Because these people are lazy thinkers. They are not thinking. They've become so lazy because now they feel so pompous of the position they occupy. So they are not having time to think. They are thinking about bottles. No. Do you think he said Solomon will have time for bottles if his father David did not sacrifice? David had to kill people. David had to build before Solomon came to enjoy. If we don't build, our sons and daughters will face the struggle tomorrow. That is the reason why. Do you think the white man today is enjoying not because of anything? No, it's because their sons and daughters of the Don Diego de Azambujas suffered. That is why they are now enjoying. People labored. I went to a school that said that others labored. I came to share the glory of those who built that school. Mine is to do exploit. Mine is to do exploit and add to the gains of the forefathers, not to subtract. Our forefathers did not pay to join police service. It is a service. Others do not join to pay to join a force. But today, the poor Ghanaian who is looking for a job has to pay to serve. Never mind. Tell me why that person will not be corrupt. Tell me why that person will not be corrupt. Mr. Lancelot, tell me why those people will not be upset. That is why some of us, when we come here, I get upset, not because of anything. Because we have seen it. And we know it. We have seen it. We've been in the classrooms with people who are not better than us, but they have been able to build bridges in their countries. Who is building bridges? Go to a village called Bontibo, Chilinga. If you want to enter that town, because of a small Chachapua river, you have to go through Togo and enter the back of that town. Just because of a small river. Ghana Armed Forces, we cannot get people to train them to build boats. We cannot train people to even build bridge across just maybe 4 kilometer or 2 kilometer stretch of something. River. And the people says they don't have jobs. And we say we should clap. People says we should be happy because he's an NDC. So I'm talking that Muntaka is a lazy thinker. So he's upset with me. Huh? Do you know how many women who are suffering? Huh? Look, me, I'm a Ghanaian, and 80% from my place, Ghana, don't have 4 meals to eat, 3 square meals to eat. Go and read what Akando or Akamba or whatever health minister's name. Your friend is saying. The health minister, but your friend is saying, Mumbo ni di mami. Now always, one can't check me. Milson, one can't check me. Zaza, one can't check me. We will some. The health minister, your friend is saying. Or see, KT band the mestre wa, we dear, mami you free ana. Menton band will be our Mr. Look, maybe some Akando, thank you. According to the health minister, or say 4 million Ghanaians, 4 million Ghanaians are suffering from kidney problems. And in that 4 million Ghanaians, 1 million, kind of terminology there, just say a very to the last stage. And then Amoka say nyame ambemu ambewu no. More than 1 million ebewu because of kidney. 4 million kidney. Do you know why? You are always importing tin. Thank you, Eric. More importing a new ma ye terminal. Thank you. More importing a new ma can a sipo so chicken akoko funu. Do you spend $400 million to crack and cocoa? You spend $180 million to crack toothpick. Now people are not getting job and minister, you cannot even think and tell the president that now 180 million. See, bet me create a toothpick company across the district. Toothpick is your anything. Could difufu na rain and trinam na nchise wo sim na fa toothpick yi nso ye ntimi nye. Bamboo na wone bebre no. People are sleeping outside. Over 180,000 Ghanaians that bonting with Greater Accra. Your friend is streetism. Streetism. Adia sa muni baby da. Kokumase over 60, your friends 80 something thousand at that bonting. Umuni dying them. Kotakra de over 30 something thousand that bonting. You cannot even build mobile homes. Thank you, Kwesi. So when I come here, I'm not here for your usual politics. Because no politician feed me on this earth. No politician feed me. No. Me need be there, but I am okay. And I'm not begging for politicians to feed me. That is why both MPP and NDC, any function be on baby, they invite me because they know I speak my mind. I stand for the truth. I stand for the red, gold, green. That's all. That is all. So when you see me here, I am a seasoned broadcast journalist. I'm show light to illuminate the minds of our people to sit up and to start thinking. If they say they are ministers, they must think and create the jobs for the people. Because leaders make way where there seems to be no way. That is why Onuye minister. And he must create the way. He should not come and complain. If he wants to complain, he should get out of the kitchen of that interior ministry. There may be somebody better somewhere who can do the job. And if not, he must shut up and go somewhere. That is all we need. If he needs anything, police service, they can train people. Police people can train people. We have carpenters, we have masons, we have plumbers in the police service. If you need skills and you are not getting it, train the people. Train the people. He says, train up the child the way he should go. Do you understand? It means give the people the skills, what they need, so that they will not go through lives hustling, through life struggling. That is why they says that a man's gift make him appear, make way for him to appear before kings and queens. So if our nation, you could school, now about create unemployment graduate, that is very foolish. That is very, very sad. And we must rethink. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever. My name, of course, is Dr. Ren, aka Papa Ghana. Kindly follow me. If you are on YouTube, so over 100 people watching me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Or a TikToker, Dr. Ren TV. You can subscribe also. Let's build a family together. Thank you all and see you soon.